morning to everybody watching. I say good morning because I literally just woke up and well, I had woken up earlier today, but that was when I thought I was going to go to class, and then it turns out I was not going to class, and so I went back to bed, took a nap, and it's about 12 o'clock now, so I am well slept in, but a little groggy. And the patch is out. Today's patch is out. And I promised I'd make a video reading through the patch notes, so I'm going to do that now. Unfortunately, there's no new hero this week, so that's a little bit disappointing, but there's still some cool changes here, and I'm going to read through them now. First, of course, the new heroes have changed. I'm not really going to comment on that. Nothing really pokes out at me there. Although I do see a lot of int heroes here. What the hell? Seems like a lot of int heroes. Alright. Or a lot of support int heroes, rather. Although maybe that's just me. I think I was just reading this last bit here. Succubus, Slither Rhapsody, Voodoo Jester, Glacius. And yes, I know Slither is not an int hero, but yeah. Okay. First thing, New Earth has been haunted, so yeah, Halloween stuff is in full effect. I haven't logged into a game yet. I will log into a game in a second, just to practice mode, just to see the new skin that came out. Big shout out to Mr. Sound Wizard, because I believe there is a new HoN music thing, new music track. I don't know if it's, I have no idea. I don't know if it's Halloween related or not. Either way, guys, turn on your music this Friday, today, when you log in. Play some games with music. Check out that new track, because it must be awesome, because the Sound Wizard is awesome. So by default, the track must be awesome. The same rune can no longer spawn twice in a row. Huh. That is significant. It doesn't really change anything significant, I would argue, but I can see that being nice. I mean, I don't think anybody doesn't like this change. I mean, like I said, it doesn't really change anything, because I mean, some runes simply kind of do the same thing as other runes, like figuratively speaking. Both illusion and double damage allow you to last hit much easier, and you know, both haste and invisibility can help you gank. But I think this is just better, so it's not like, oh, I got illusion like 5 times in a row. I was actually in a game once where I got, not only did I get illusion 6 times in a row, I got illusion 6 times in a row, always in the bottom lane. Like, I thought I was going crazy. I was just like, I was completely going apeshit in that game, because it was annoying me. I was like, what the hell? Anyway, fixed items being delivered from the courier backwards. I can only hope this is like the stuff. I remember like the courier would always give me like other people's wards first, although I thought that was changed last patch, so whatever. Hopefully that's more fixes to crap, because that stuff always pisses me off. Fixed up some voices and sounds to not be loud or jarring. Okay. Wards. Revelation wards. Start off 0 of 6 in the shop with a 90-second cooldown. Okay. Start of 2 of 4. So, okay, so you can only have 2 wards of sight at the beginning now, from what I'm getting out of this, and a cooldown of, wait, that's, I believe the cooldown was like 90 seconds on wards. I could be wrong, but from what I'm getting out of it, I'm pretty sure it wasn't 2 minutes 30 seconds. So from what I'm getting at this is that wards now have huge cooldowns, and counter wards now have cooldowns, and you can't counter ward level 1. Not that anybody really did that, but now you really can't do that. Wow. So wow, okay, this is huge. This is huge. Wow. My first, is it bad that my first instinct when reading this is, wow, this is a buff to scout? I mean, it must be like, this is something that must only come to me when I'm reading something like this. It's like, wow, scout is now viable. Yes, more reasons to pick scout. Wow, so it's going to be interesting to see how this changes the metagame. For one thing, wards of sight are going to be freaking precious. This is going to be buff to junglers, because I mean, who's going to want to block a neutral creep camp with a ward when, you know, you've got only 1 ward per 2 minutes 30 seconds? That's, whew, wow. That's big metagame change here. I mean, if I'm reading this right, I hope I'm not misinterpreting this, but that looks like a big change. Well, I'll see when I log into the shop in a second. Added new alt avatar run on Swiftblade. I haven't seen the new skin yet. I've heard good things. Actually, I can just open up the shop right now.
Come in.
With my 106,000 gold coins. Yeah, I'll buy that. Sure, whatever.
Pleasure doing business.
That's pretty cool. Oh, I think I remember people talking about making this alt avatar, and I didn't see any progress in it. I wanted like a Zoro avatar from One Piece. I'm biased. That's cool. I can't wait to see how his abilities look. I bet it looks awesome. I know people are gonna be like, why is there a Swiftblade alt avatar? He already has one. It's like, dude, Swiftblade is awesome. Let him have as many alt avatars as he wants. Gladius Spirit gets some new effects added. Yeah, dude, I love those sharks. It's the best skin ever. Now even better. Check that out in a second as well in practice mode. Andromeda starting base damage from blah 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 blah. So normalized damage. Not a buff or a nerf. Just kind of, you know, normalization. I'm fine with that. Regurgitate, giving a linger time. I read this already on the super beta testers. So, gives a linger time of 0.5 seconds on the damage portion. The slow part already had it. Okay, so not very significant technically. Lower damage on regurgitate, but it's roughly the same with the new damage lingers. So this is so far not really a big change, but demonic pathogen mana cost drastically reduced, I would like to say. 25 less mana cost at level 4 is pretty big. And okay, I didn't know about this last change, but basically this is a big buff to pathogen, because I was always a little bit unsure of what to max after minions, the regurgitate or the pathogen, but now I would definitely say 1 rank of regurgitate, full rank of pathogen for that silence and that damage. So now it seems very mana efficient. So yeah, because that was my issue with pathogen. People would be like, why aren't you maxing pathogen? It does more damage. It's like, yeah, but it costs a lot more mana, and Balfagor usually just has a blood chalice, sometimes a bottle if he's mid, and can't really afford to spam all that stuff. But looking at this now, I would probably be maxing pathogen now. Corpse conversion requires 3, 6, 9, 12 corpses now, where 3 gives you 2 minions. Was it 12 or was it 15 before? I believe it was 15 before the maximum amount of corpses. So this is a nice big buff to Balfagor, and I think Balfagor already has so much potential to be a good. He's probably one of the best pushing heroes in the game. Like, he can push without an ult. I think that's what sort of sets him apart from something like Defiler. He's just ridiculous. So big buffs on the Balfagor. That's cool. Defiler damage range normalized again. 2 to the bottom, 2 off the top. It's just normalized. Not really worth talking about, but nice. Makes last hitting probably a bit easier. Glacius, double activating Ice Imprisonment will cast on yourself now. Okay, not really a big deal, since the Ice Imprisonment is, what is it, 50% reduced damage, I think. I don't know. I kind of wish it was 60, but I mean, Glacius is already so good. So